What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're going to be jumping into some Pirate Rumble. Now, this particular video is not going to be any other Pirate Rumble video that I normally do. This is not about me showcasing a character that I have, which of course, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, is going to be the brand new Rumble Whitebeard, who is currently available in the Sugo Fest, I of which am not pulling on this Sugo Fest. Just the fact that he doesn't come with max abilities doesn't really entice me enough, but I know a lot of people out there that I've seen on Twitter and also on Discord servers that have summoned for this guy. So in this video today, I want to go up against this guy and see how we can perform against him. So I want to go up against, you know, some of the more interesting builds with this Whitebeard and just see how my personal team performs against it. I'm genuinely interested to see how we go. So we're going to jump into some rival matches and hopefully we're able to find some Whitebeards and see how we go. This is going to be the team that I use. This is my normal team that I use in Pirate Rumble essentially all the time, which is just my normal int team. Nothing really too crazy about it. We do have Carrot on the back there just because she's really awesome to have, you know, just some extra damage just come in when one of your characters gets knocked out. And it's been a pretty successful team from what I've used thus far, but it's going to be interesting to see how it performs against Whitebeard. Now, Whitebeard, if you guys don't know, with his PvP abilities, when he launches his special, he has the chance, or he doesn't really have the chance, but he's able to special bind any powerhouse character on your team. Now, we do have Blackbeard, who is one of our heavy damage dealers, and if he gets special binded, that's obviously going to be a big deal. So I just want to see how my team's able to perform against it. Let's jump into some rival matches, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so this is going to be our first opponent here. Now, this team looks very good. This is a very, very good looking team. This Whitebeard is 100% maxed out. I haven't checked out his other teammates. I'm sure they're all maxed out. Oh boy, I can tell already that we are probably not going to win this match. But again, I want to see how we perform against Whitebeard. Look, this is only a block. It's not like the championship matches, so I don't really mind that much. Let's see how we perform. I have a feeling this is not going to go very well. Let's see how we perform here. But yeah, I know a lot of people were really looking forward to this Rumble Whitebeard, and it is such a shame that the Sugo Fest that he comes along with isn't as enticing as what we would have thought. It would have been interesting to see, you know, if he wasn't guaranteed and, you know, instead just made him come with max abilities, whether people would have pulled or not. That I would have probably been tempted to go for it, you know, because scrolls are not easy items to come across. And the fact that this guy doesn't come at max abilities is a little bit of a shame. Now, he is a Rumble character, which means he is a lot easier to max out compared to, you know, Legends and stuff like that. So that's not really that big of a deal. But at the end of the day, I'm not a big fan of the fact that he doesn't come max. Now, you can see that their HP is looking pretty strong right now. Shanks is coming through with a health cut. They're going to give him all the defensive boost. It's a very minor defense boost, but nothing too crazy. We are not doing that much damage to them right now. Otama needs to go down. If Otama doesn't go down, it's going to be a very, very big problem for us because Otama will just continuously heal the enemies, and his Katakuri is already going to launch against us, which is really, really bad. Yeah, this is already looking bad. I can already tell right now we are not winning this match. I can already tell you from the get-go. Otama does get hit there, but she's actually tanking quite well. Level 8 defense, that's a problem. It would be nice if we get one more launch, but please don't get your special Otama. Oh, thank God, that was really, really lucky. Please target Otama. Oh, okay, Katakuri's down, which is quite good. Otama is still alive, which means that when she comes back around, she's going to hurt. So we get only a little bit of damage there, but obviously we're really tanky. But the thing about Whitebeard is that he does lower defense upon attacking, so that obviously is a pretty big deal. Otama goes down, which is huge for us. Not his name. Rayleigh, sorry. Rayleigh comes in with some fixed damage, and he buffs their attack and defense, which is obviously a little bit of a big deal. Now, you can see this is a big problem here, because Blackbeard is actually special binded for quite a long time here. He would have had his special launch here, which would have been very useful, but unfortunately the special bind from Whitebeard was just way too good. NL is going to go down here, and when NL goes down, we are going to lose a lot of defense, so that is very, very bad for us. We get an attack in from Dofi, which we do get a little bit of defense from, which is nice. Katakuri, please, we need you here right now. Okay, knock out Shanks' crew, so we're looking kind of good right now. We still have a lot of characters in our crew. Blackbeard is now unspecial binded, so he's going to be able to launch, hopefully. There he goes. And he targets Whitebeard. Whitebeard is nearly down. Jozu, get your special? Yes. Okay, who do you target? Oh, you missed! He whiffed! Are you kidding me, bro? Oh, I hate that so much. That is the worst thing ever. And his Whitebeard's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Oh no, and the special bind on Jozu as well. I forgot Jozu was powerhouse as well. So it's only Whitebeard left, but yeah, this is over. Damn, that was a tough match, dude. Honestly, when I saw how quickly NL went down, and we're just really lucky that Otama went down as early as what she did. Because if Otama stayed alive to get her special to launch again, we most likely wouldn't have won that match. So that was a very, very lucky one. I'm glad that we did win it. So let's go ahead and find another Whitebeard and see what we can do. Okay, so we found another team that we can go up against. Now, I did find a couple of other Whitebeard teams, but the problem with it is, like, it was stacked with, like, 5 Legends and 3 Pirate Rumble characters, which, realistically, you're not going to challenge. I want to go up against teams that you'll realistically have a chance of going up against, which, this is a team that you could definitely go ahead and challenge. Now, this team, Kung Fu Luffy, Shanks Crew, Whitebeard, Carrot, and Otama. Again, I don't really think this one's going to be as challenging as the previous match, but then again, I could be completely wrong. I have no idea. You know, I did say that we're going to get smashed last time. We actually did pull out the W. So let's jump into it, see how we go. Kung Fu Luffy is a very interesting one because obviously that's a character that's not available on JP, so only global players really have accessibility to this unit, and it is interesting to see what type of teams he gets put on. You know, he is a character that can boost all units on your team, so it is an interesting unit overall. But then we got this team as well with Shanks Crew. Shanks Crew is always a devastating unit to deal with. For the first 30 seconds, you know, that's where you want to be dealing as much damage as possible, because after that point, Shanks Crew's passive kicks in, and it becomes really, really difficult to start doing serious damage to the opponent. Plus, you know, Shanks Crew having a really low CT and continuously health cutting your crew, plus he does defense up. Shanks Crew is a phenomenal character in general. Otama already coming in. Otama is one of the best Power Rumble characters in the game. Really low CT and heals for a pretty substantial amount of health once it's completely maxed out. Dofi's going to come in with an attack, which is great. Otama's going to go down very quickly there, which is great. She doesn't have... Okay, now the defense kicks in. So luckily we got the Dofi special to launch before that defensive buff kicked in. Now you see Otama's got 8 defense, but she doesn't have any HP boost. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. We do have both Katakuri and also Jozu's for really good fixed damage here. Blackbeard's going to come in, does a really good amount of damage. Yeah, this game's pretty much over already. This game is pretty much over. Yeah, okay, see you later. Yeah, that's kind of just what happens. You know, once you do a lot of damage in that first 30 seconds before Shanks Crew gets his passive active, it's basically over at that point. So there's that. It's over. Katakuri is going to do a pretty good wave clear here once he's able to launch his special, and I think Shanks Crew is going to be the only character left alive. Now, obviously, that's a really substantial amount of damage from Carrot. Carrot is obviously very difficult to deal with, but at that point, yeah, so this was a pretty... a lot more easier compared to the first team. The first team was a very well-built team, I must admit. That team that we took on in the first round was crazy good. This one, you know, it wasn't strong defensively. Offensively, it still had really good power, just defensively-wise, it wasn't great. And obviously, if your team is not great defensively, the in-team just kind of, like, destroys it. It kind of just mows over it, but still an interesting team to see how Whitebeard performs. He's a really cool character. As you saw, he did a pretty good damage deal to us, so, you know, Whitebeard's still a really interesting character. So let's go ahead and find one last team to showcase in this video today. Okay, this team really caught my eye. This is going to be a super interesting one. So this is basically like, it's a shooter team, but then it also has V2 Rayleigh, and it also has Whitebeard on it, and for some reason it has this Fortnite Galette. Does she even do anything? No, she's just kind of like a filler unit. So I don't know how this one's going to go. I mean, defensively wise, they've got Rayleigh, they've got Frankie. Those two particular are super annoying to deal with. Kizaru is really annoying to deal with as well. I mean, Kuzan V1, when he launches his special, that can be quite devastating, but let's jump into it. I just want to see how we go. This is probably not an ideal team that you would normally see Whitebeard in, but I guess I'm just genuinely interested to see how Whitebeard performs in the opposing team here, with a majority of the team being shooters. I mean, you got V2 Lucci on the bench as well, who is also a shooter character, but for some reason he tried to shoehorn in Rayleigh and Whitebeard. I mean, look, Whitebeard's got 15 HP. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. All right, I guess let's just see how we go. I mean, Kizaru, he's going to be lowering the CT of his characters, so that's kind of annoying to deal with, but it is what it is. We have the Rayleigh, who is only going to be a threat once he launches his special, and when he falls below that threshold, I think it's 50 or 60%, whatever it is. Frankie, also very annoying. Frankie just reminds me a lot of Shanks Crew. He's very similar in a way, where he does like a health cutting special. When he launches his special, he is a defense booster, so that's annoying. But we are really relying on Jozu and Katakuri to be our heavy lifters in terms of damage for this team. But one thing that I guess is kind of nice about the opposing team that I don't have to deal with is a really substantial healer. Dealing with healers is obviously a big problem there. Okay, Kuzan, what are you going to do this time? See, this is why Kuzan sucks. I hate going up against Kuzan. It's so devastating. This is going to hurt. Oh, damn, son. And there we go. Blackbeard getting special binded for 23 seconds. So that's... You know, if you get special binded after you've used your special, it's not that bad because you have to wait for your CT to come back up anyway, but at that point there, man, that really sucks. So we did knock out Kizaru, which is pretty stock standard. Kizaru is typically the first character to go down. His defensive values aren't too great, but, I mean, at this point here, At this point here, I mean, we are looking relatively solid. If Kuzan gets another one of his specials to activate, we're pretty much going to die. Like pretty much. Like, there's no getting around that. Our HP is looking really low. If Whitebeard launches again, I mean, V2 Lucci, when he attacks, he lowers defense as well. We really need this to come through here. It does knock out Whitebeard, which is quite good. His Rayleigh is still just alive, and that Rayleigh is about to launch his special. That is going to be quite devastating. That's probably going to knock out nearly a whole team. Oh, damn, that was really close. Okay, it does give him the defense boost as well. We are really relying on some good damage dealers here. Kuzan is about to launch a special. Hopefully, he can attack before he gets his special up. I really, really hope that doesn't happen. Let's see what happens at this point here. Does he get his special up? He does it. That's huge. And then Blackbeard gets to launch. Oh, damn, they're still alive. Oh, damn. Oh, this is really close. Oh, this is going to hurt too. This is really going to hurt. This is really going to hurt. Oh, no. Knocked out 2 of our members here. We are relying on Carrot and Dofi to do something in this end game here. I think that might come through. Oh, this is going to hurt. No! 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 Oh, my God. They need to unspecial, but they need to unbind and attack. No, they're dead. No! Ah, feels bad, dude. Kuzan. I told you, Kuzan is an absolute bitch. But that's what I'm saying, like, because if you guys remember, this Whitebeard, this new PvP Whitebeard, he is a fighter striker. So one of his best teams is running a striker-based team. So running like the new Whitebeard, you can run that Kuzan, for example. You can run Rayleigh alongside him, even though he's not a striker. He's still a really good character. Shank's crew, defensive-wise, is very strong alongside those characters as well. And you can run a healer, you could run a really offensive-based unit, but Kuzan, oh man, I hate Kuzan. But it is what it is. It just goes to show, man. And plus, you know, we did have Blackbeard special binded for a pretty substantial amount of time during that fight. So that obviously is a reason why Whitebeard is, again, one of the better units here. Because any powerhouse unit that your enemy has, you just special bind them, and it's just a really, really big problem to deal with. So that's that. A really, really interesting match. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, seeing how Whitebeard goes up against, you know, the Int team there, and as you guys saw, unfortunately, we didn't get the W on that one, but still very, very fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.